Hey guys, Tough Thumbs here. I just want to show you some of my the making of the totes here. The first 5. First one was cut out right here. CPM 154. This is basically before heat treat. I'm gonna put a pre-grind on there. This is what I'm working with right now. So basically, you know, trace the shape out. Cut some holes, some relief holes for you know, getting the choil or choil and the tang where it sits against the stop pin down. And right now I'm just taking off pieces before I get to the grinder. And I'll show you. You know, it's kind of boring and loud, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, basically that's what I'm gonna be doing here. I'm gonna move on to the grinder. Basically, I'm taking a lot off. Excuse me. Get this focused here. So basically, you know, bring it down so it's easier for, you know, to grind. So I save some of the belt. Just taking off the big chunks. Something like this curve here, I'll do on the grinder. But right now I just bring it down so it's closer to the, you know, the fuck do you call it? That scraper thingy. God, I always forget names of stuff, guys. I know what I'm doing, but yeah, so yeah, basically bring it down like this, yeah, so it's easier to grind. And then I'll show grinding in a minute. Wait. Hey guys, so I'm gonna be shaping these out. Basically getting them down to a better shape with 36 grit belt. Always wear a hat so the you know, sparks and chunks don't come flying downward, you know, at your face and in your eyes. You know, Mike Snowdy said that in the video. It's definitely true. You learn a lot from that guy. Not easy getting into those crevices. When you got those little holes there, it wants to catch onto there and just fly down, which is kind of dangerous. Once you get it wide enough, it should be good. Kind of lightly hit those hard angles so it doesn't catch on. This is what I'm working with. I mean, I don't have the best grinder here. This side of it has got a big chip out of it, so I can only use the left side, which sucks, but it works. Other than that, I mean, I can get a perfect grind with it. I don't have any guys really to do grinds. Eventually I will get one, but you know, I'm supposed to get one from Anonymous, but yeah, he's did not come through on it. Basically, that's at a good point right there. To you know, you leave some meat on the bottom here for the edge, just in case. But I keep it like this to see if it works right. Then I, you know, mark it out with like a, you know, Sharpie that can withstand higher heat. There's these special Sharpies they make, so I can mark exactly how much meat I got left on each edge. And yeah, that's it. Then I'll show you the rest after that. Hey guys, so got done grinding them all down to you know, workable size. This is not easy to do backwards. Sorry about the music and fan. But now, you know, basically what I did was to take the one that I did yesterday, finished it, you know, to the point where I'm going to grind it. Basically put it on top with the pivot screw through it. You know, lined it up, and I had these Sharpies. They work with higher heat, industrial, super permanent ink. Basically mark out like any spots left. So you can see there's an outline, just a slight bit. Just gotta take off a little bit. But first I'm doing the hole here, which is, you know, let's get it straight guys before anything goes on. These are not opening holes. I never intended them for them to be that. They're just a part of the design. It does not weaken the blade whatsoever, maybe a little bit, but you know, they're short and stubby, so I guarantee you it will never break, you know, in that point. It's not a weak point, you know, there's too much meat all around it for that to happen. But it's just a design thing, almost like the eye, the toad. But I just want to make sure that's straight. And also, you know, for drilling through steel, cutting oil, really nice drill bits. I think that's, I'm not sure what kind of, Anonymous just has a ton of them laying around, so. But, you know, put on the slowest speed, you know, second to slowest, and yeah, clamp it down. Goggles. You know, oil there. You don't want to press too hard. Kind of let the bit do what it does. It's a little hot, so I use the oil. There's your hole. Guys, I'm going to do all these and then get to the next step. Next up, guys, this is a step that some people don't really mention. I learned this early on, that for all holes in steel, even titanium and G10, you know, something that's not, you know, countersunk or on the underside of a scale, I usually use this to bevel around the edges of the hole, because that makes things fit better, go in better, and just, you know, basically leaves some room for assembly. It just makes the tolerances better. So basically you take this guy, and I'm not, you know, I don't have it clamped or anything, just kind of press it in there. It doesn't usually catch or anything like that, but you can see there's a slight beveling around there, just cleaner. Basically after that you want to go through with the same size bit again, or a reamer bit, to just get any shavings around out there, so everything goes in smooth. So I just do these to all of them. Even to these holes here, just do a very slight one here. It's very slight, just so it doesn't hurt your finger if it rubs against it. Just so it's nice and smooth. I don't like sharp edges on my stuff here, so see, they were caught right there, but I already chamfered it a little bit, or whatever you call it. just a step. I learned this from Alan Oleshowitz. Yeah, the guy's a incredible knife maker. Has been in the game for years, and I'm sure you guys have heard of him before. But it's just a step that makes things fit easier and better. Yep. Alright guys, so cut all the holes, did all the beveling around the edges. Before I do any finishing, like, you know, getting it smooth, like kind of surface grinding it, what I'm going to do now is basically bring it down. You know, I brought it down to, you know, the black lines, you know, where I just traced out, and then there's like the slightest bit left, just a hair on there. Some of it's almost perfect, but my grinder, you know, like I said, I don't have a flatted it straight, so see it's kind of crooked. So I did with that, basically I finished it up on the wheels here, which is not recommended, but it's all I got. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And then I also use the burr bits, the carbide burr bits, which I have a ton of. It's like something like this. I'm basically just kind of slightly just go into like cracks and stuff and get like this right here, this swoop, like perfect, because you know, I can get down to like this size, which fits in there. It should be fine with just the sandpaper. I mean, I think this one right here works fine. Like, we'll see right now. Try this one out. You see the black? See the black there? A lot of it. I'm almost to the highest speed. Just kind of pump it up and down a little bit. Just not to wear it out so quick. It works real nice. I don't recommend this. I mean, it works really well, but the thing is, these things run out pretty quick if you're doing this. So I try to do as much as I can on the grinder and touch it up. For this project, I don't really give a shit. I just want to get it done the best way I know how to, because this leaves a perfect flat all around the edges. And you know, until I get a better way of doing it, this works perfectly fine for me, and I don't mind the extra work. But after I do this, guys, we'll get to the next part. Thanks. Alright guys, so next up I got a real worn down 60 grit belt, just basically to, you know, take it from this right here to like that. This one's not even done though, but you know, just to get all the imperfections out as best as possible. With a friction folder, it doesn't have to be completely 100% perfect, because there's not a lot going on with you know, the way it locks or anything like that, so it doesn't affect it whatsoever. But yeah, I'm gonna surface grind these, I guess you call it. Basically, get your that's your magnet here. Yeah, Harbor Freight. You know, just magnet. Pop this guy on here, like so, kind of at an angle because it's got the tang on it. Usually I just cut it straight up and down. That's what we do. to do one all the way through here, so. It's a lot nicer. So now move on to a finer grit. Go with a tangled ass shit here. Alright, we got a real worn down 80 grit, like super worn down. Like this thing's shiny because it's so worn. So that's a good thing though. Just a little bit of aggression, but not enough to really create any like scratching or scrapes. Make sure to dip it after you do this because it does get hot. Do this, you can start to see places where it might be a little uneven. See that little bump right there? It shows up better. But that doesn't matter right now, so. Take this guy out of here. Then I can never remember the name of these things, but basically good for finishing and creating like the grind lines, taking out like imperfections, whatnot. I can never remember the name of them, but it's different grits of them. I use it before I do the finishing, well not finishing, but before I get to the next step, which is like almost the last. It's a little messed up, so it's got a big groove in it. It's not good. I got another one around here somewhere. There we go. Anonymous doesn't like when I use these, but he uses my belts, so. So if you ever do this, the key is, you know, it's not the safest thing in the world to do because you could literally, like, you know, take it from being flat to really terrible. I practiced the shit out of this before I did it the first time. But basically what you want to do is Yeah, well, this is just specific for this grinder here. It's got kind of tapers downward right here and here. So I bring it up, usually the tang first, because the tang I always leave a little extra. I guide it on there with the tang, like that, and then just kind of bring it in there, and it's nice and flat. So at the end of the tang will get a little off, but that usually is cut off at the end anyway. So you can see, besides, you know, it starts to rust right away because it's just raw as shit. But you can see it's looking real nice. And basically you go on the bottom wheel here. And just shape out the edges here. Perfectly straight. You guys get the idea. Hey guys, so next up, basically got them all cut out and all holes in them. Then I basically surface ground them to be nice and flat. Still got to go around the edges with something small. I can't get there with my grinder. But you know, I like rounded the control area. Focus. So when it hits your finger, you know, it doesn't hurt too bad, or it doesn't hurt at all. You know, I just got to get in here and touch it up. That's all finishing detail crap. May do it after heat treat, I'm not sure. But anyway, so right now what I'm doing is I'm basically taking these 5. Here's the original. Basically what I got here is a titanium side. Biggest reason I did titanium this one is I have a solid template for all the scales and everything. So basically when I do G10, I can just trace it out easy and do them a lot more. So basically I throw in 2 pivot, the pivot screw and the stop pin, and I take it, pop it in there, you know, see if it lines up. And it does. As you can see, it hangs down a lot lower than the other one. That's for basically keeping, basically to keep some space for error when I do the grind. But yep, feels really good. Looks good this way. When it closes to the perfect spot. When I put a 1/4 inch in there, it's going to be right here. When I put it right here in the stop pin, it's going to be like right there. So you see a little bit hanging out, but that's because, you know, I left a little meat on there just in case. And yeah, so I check these out. So this one's good. Almost lost that one. It should be all exactly the same. Might be a little piece of steel here and there. That one's good. Feels good. Closes good. This one closes nicely. Opens nicely. See, that to me, that's good enough. I mean, that's just all finishing crap. When I put it together, basically on the grinder, hit it all right here at the same time. But you see how nice and shiny that is? The rest of it's got to be that way. Hit this sideways, this straight on. So yeah. So 3 good, 2 more. Oh. This one's good. Closes good. Feels good. Just make sure my finger dives down into this little groove. Last but not least, this one's got a lot more meat than the rest of them right here. So I gotta hit that off a little bit. Other than that, that one's good too. Good. So yeah, they're all good. And get back to the next step. Peace. Here I got all the scales cut out. Got carbon fiber, black with orange liner, coyote tan, OD green micarta, and blue black G10. That's what I'm doing for this one. Unfortunately, I don't have any OD green. I tried to get some, and I couldn't get it. It's sold out a lot of places for some weird reason. So I got the OD green micarta, which will be pretty damn cool. Anyway, so right now I'm doing the titanium side. Just got my drill bit, slow speed. This looks blue because I use the blue steel. Basically just coat it in this, and then you can basically draw on it with a scribe, and it stays on there. So you can mark out each hole. So now this is 2 on this one small piece of scrap. And I'm not sure if this drill bit's so good. Ooh. First you gotta clamp it better. Be an idiot like I am. Alright, now it's clamped. See if this bit still works, or if I have to use the damn drill doctor. Yep. Maybe this one will work, because that'll cut the video and have to redo it. Titanium is a motherfucker. This is not the one I just bought. Most likely this one's too dull to use too, so I'm probably going to have to cut the video and just skip this part. To be cooling off, so I'll cut this and start over. Alright, back in business here. I don't know if we can make this out on camera. Alright, it's just all dirty and shit, so I just put this on the drill doctor, this bit here. Cooling away, that's good. I think I can do this without being in the way of the camera. Bring it over this way. Oh man. Shit can be such a bitch, especially when you get pieces in your fucking finger. Like I just got a shard in there. I feel that shit all day. So what I'm gonna do is see if I can quickly get that out of the bottom. Yeah, that works. Anyway. Feel free to fall asleep right now. As long as you got a nice sharp drill bit, this is relatively simple. It can be kind of enjoyable, but it tends to jump at the end or get stuck. Just turn reverse. Probably gonna have to sharpen that guy pretty soon already. 2 holes done, pivot and stop pinhole. Alright guys, so just drilled the holes in the titanium, cut out 2 is the original, which I may be using for these 5 just for the hell of it. But for right now, I'm done. Sending these out for heat treat on Monday. Or not this one. Along with a whole bunch of stuff I have for heat treat. And I got a lot of toad blades. These are going out as well. Along with some of the gentleman folder blades. Just 3 prototypes, which might be for sale. I'm not sure. Yeah, they'll definitely be for sale. But here's what I got right now, guys. So I'm done. I'm gonna go back to pimping knives. Throughout the week, I'm just gonna finish up the last 3 of these and back spacers. You know, stuff that the rest of this stuff won't take me too long to do. But once I get these back, just some, you know, minor tweaks here and there, and just some fitting on them. But you can see, you know, they're looking pretty good. I think I'm just gonna leave them like this. I'm not gonna do a pre-grind. I might, but I don't think I really need to. This one I did not pre-grind and it's fine. These are actually thicker. It's actually thicker than the original War Toad here. Not by much, but by a hair. So, yeah. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the process. This one's S30V. I got one in S125V and N690. Probably gonna be making a couple of those as well. I might cut those out before I send them. So, thanks for watching, guys. So this is what it'll be on Blade HQ. OD green micarta, black with orange liner, carbon fiber, blue black G10, coyote tan, and you know, different colored titaniums on the other side. And a couple of them are gonna have thinner titanium with like titanium overlays on them. It's gonna be cool. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and enjoy your day. Peace. Hey guys, Soft Thumbs here. So with everything happening with you know, the toads and everything, just with the contest, I did not plan on this happening. So I mean, I know you guys put a lot of effort into it and everything, but you know, I've been working on these all day. I gotta get them done. I mean, I pretty much have a couple people in mind for the winners. I just want to double check a few things and then I will announce the winner. Right now, I mean, this takes a little bit of priority over it. I apologize, but it's just how I have to do things at the moment. But I promise you in the next couple days, the winner will come out. And just be patient, guys, and I appreciate it. Thanks.